to me and his channel.
What's up, it's your boy LOE Visuals. I'm back with another video. How y'all doing? Hope y'all vibing, y'all chilling, y'all enjoying y'all day, y'all productive day. We back at it. Before I start, make sure y'all smash the like button, smash the like button, smash the like button. Keep me on the algorithm. Hit the subscribe button. We on the road to 1K subscribers. Ready to start grinding 10K. So hit that sub button, you guys. I love you guys so much. Let's talk about it. So GervontaDavis just posted on Instagram. He just posted the flyer for his June 15th fight with Frank Martin, and David Benavidez is also taking on Alexander Volstik. He's coming, making his return to the, big leagues. And as far as fighting, he did take a little retirement, but yeah, everybody knew this was going to happen, that PBC and Amazon Prime was going to try to announce this fight today, because Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia is fighting tonight. And, they got to take shine from them. And that's just how it goes. It's business. So I'm not surprised. This is very, typical of a rival company or, rival promoter, rival fighters. I'm not surprised by this at all. But the fight, I'm excited for it. I think Frank Martin could be a tough test for Tank. It is one of the first black fighter Tank has fought. So it's something new, a new experience, because you don't see Tank in there with melanated brothers. If if you catch my drift, he's usually fighting Hispanic fighters, and but he's gonna be put in there with a southpaw. And honestly, this fight probably wouldn't have gotten made if Frank Martin didn't look bad in his last fight. We just keeping it a stack. Frank Martin didn't look good in his last fight against, Artem, I think that's his name, Haru the 10. You know how to pronounce his name. So I don't want to butcher his name, but that guy, he didn't look good in that fight, and that's why this fight getting made. But who knows, because everybody know it's a different type of aspect. That's just one night at the office. It could be a different type of Frank Martin we get June 15th. Just keeping it real. He did look great against Michelle Rivera. I gotta give him credit. I thought that was a tough fight for him, but he made Michelle Rivera look like easy work. So I want to see what he can, do to Tank. He knows Tank is gonna, be looking for a shot. But if I'm Frank, honestly, Tank does take a lot of, rounds off. He's not really just chasing a knockout. So if I'm Frank, I'm just trying to, stay active enough to, bank some of those rounds and, and see if I can, come up out of there and I could possibly hurt Tank. Who knows? But if he can bank some early rounds, he possibly can build some confidence going into the fight. But he's a southpaw, so it's going to be that, that battle with the jab and all that. But lead foot situations, and they're going to be tangling for positions, because Tank usually doesn't fight southpaws. If we just keeping it all the way 100%. Who knows? Yeah, Tank's not really just getting in there with southpaws. This is probably, one of the few. And I think this is going to be a decent fight. I think Tank should win, but I wouldn't be surprised if Frank Martin made it very difficult. Both guys look like they're in great shape. If you haven't been checking their Instagrams, and they post what's going on, and both guys do like they're in great shape. And I'm surprised, Tank has been, making 35, not hard. I think this is the weight for him, because he used to struggle at 30, to make 30, but he's been making 35 pretty comfortably these last few fights. So I got to give him credit for, staying focused. But yeah, I didn't like this, but it's typical, to announce a fight when somebody's fighting. But this is bad. I just feel like it's, to steal the shine from Ryan Garcia and Devin. That's all. Now what Tank doesn't need that. He doesn't need to lose to Frank Martin. Boy, he doesn't need to lose to Frank, because PBC takes a big hit if he loses to Frank Martin. they wouldn't have a star. If we being honest, they wouldn't have a star if Tank loses to Frank Martin, they lose a star. So Frank Martin, I don't see him just getting a close decision against Tank. He can kiss that goodbye. He's going to have to really go out there and decisively beat Tank. Dude, and in his last fight, he didn't look good. But like I said, I just think that's one night at the office. You know, one bad night doesn't deter a fighter, in my opinion. And I still think he can look good, but my mentor, he seems to think Frank has a big chance to win, and I don't know. I think he can make it close, because if we being honest, Tank is just, his cerebral style isn't just, he's gonna be super active. He's gonna search for the right shot and, you know, try to catch Frank. But if I'm Frank, I'm trying to bank rounds and touch him as much as possible, you know. Be physical with him, and you know, I let the chips fall where they fall. But yeah, you gotta expect this. You know, Tank has been arguing with Shakur Stevenson. He did say he has a 6 to 7 fight deal, and Shakur is in there. I want to see how that goes, because you know he did kind of shock us with Frank Martin, but Frank Martin was probably the only, you know, just option. You can't go fight anybody else. I mean, they didn't really want to see an Eastside Cruz rematch. No Rolly rematch, you know. Ryan Garcia, did we really want to see that? We don't want to see a Ryan Garcia. So, you know, he really doesn't have an option. You know, he has to make these type of fights, you know, to keep PBC and Amazon Prime's relationship, you know, steady, because they need to do numbers, and they need to produce a lot of numbers. That's why I think they put, you know, David Benavidez and Alexander Bostic on the co-main, which I think David Benavidez should make, you know, easy work with him, because he's been retired. And I just think, you know, coming off retirement, I think he might have had one fight, but coming off retirement, I just don't think he should jump into this fight David Benavidez. But you got to respect Bostic. He is trying to, you know, come get to it. I guess, you know, when he was champion, you know, he thought he made enough money, but the money goes quick, and I think Bostic realized it and like, yeah, I need to make a comeback. But I think Davis gonna get the win. But as far as their Frank Martin and GervontaDavis fight, I really just don't want to pick a winner right now. I've been trolling my mentor saying Tank's gonna stop him, but I think Frank can make it tough. We've never seen Tank get in there with you know, a black athletic fighter. If we just keeping it a stack, so we don't know how Tank is gonna be able to handle this. And this isn't a slow-footed Hispanic fighter whose head gonna be in the center line. I think Frank can, you know, be slick and move his head, he'll be fine. But if he's slow and he's gonna get caught. But I think it's gonna be a good fight right now. I just gotta go back and look at some tape, check Frank Martin. I gotta check his last fight out just one more time, see what the guy did, and was it just a bad night? I gotta do a lot of checking out. But right now, yeah, the fight is June 15th. They changed the date. I mean, the location. It was in Houston. Right now it says MGM Grand, so that's in Vegas. I think they just, you know, banking on the fact that, you know, Tank, they can see a Tank in Vegas, but I don't think Texas would have been a bad idea. But, you know, it's Vegas, and they're trying to, you know, if they want to see if Tank a star, let him fight in Vegas. So I think that's not so bad, but I would have liked to see him, because he had the Atlanta market. You know, he was selling in Atlanta. I think if he would have moved to Houston, fought in Houston 2 or 3 times, then moved to Vegas, I think that would have been better, in my opinion. But that's them. You know, I'm not in their business. But yeah, that's all. You know, I just had to report on it. But, you know, because they finally dropped the official news. I didn't really like that, being that it's fight night, and, you know, Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia's fight. I really didn't like that at all. But, you know, that's boxing, I guess. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Make sure y'all smash the like button, smash the like button, smash the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Turn the post notifications on. You want to find me on Facebook. My Facebook is in the description. LOE Visuals. I love you guys so much. I'm out.